Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will from Group 10. Will present our material about classroom management in English young learners. Before that, let me introduce our members. Linesya Qonita, Rifky Septian, Salsabila Az Zahra, and Tria Khaerunisa. The first material will be presented by Linesya. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Salsabila. Now we got introduction. Classroom management is the basic teaching method from teachers, especially when the teacher dealing with young learners, age 4 till 6 years old. Classroom management is a term teachers use to describe the process of ensuring that classroom lessons run smoothly despite disruptive behavior by students. The purpose of teaching English to young learners is to improve their confidence in speaking the target language. Teachers need to compare language learning principles about children's behavior and their capability in their age in order to do better classroom management. Those principles are: 1. Children learn through experience by manipulating surrounding objects. 2. Children learn through social contacts in groups in which they know with one another. 3. Acquisition takes place when learners compare how the language is used. 4. Acquisitions takes place in social interaction. The next is strategies.
Strategies. There are several ways to implement classroom management to be more effective and help students' learning process. Teacher can use some strategies such: first, teamwork, games, and the sense of competitiveness. Students love competition, and young learners are no exception. Hence, teachers should take every opportunity to turn any activity into a contest. Start up by dividing the class into two or more groups. Reward the kids for every positive thing they do. Second, demonstration, not explanation. Whatever teachers experience that may imply, always remember that children are not adults. Consequently, different techniques have to be used to explain to the students what you require. Forget checking instructions and word the explanation. As an alternative, resort to demonstration or ask a stronger student to explain what she or he understood to the other students. Third, encouraging the usage of TL. Try to make students use target language, English language, from the very first classes. Expose them to the basic phrase and repeat this each time an opportunity comes up. Reward the ones who use the TL by giving the reward or clapping or verbal praise. Fourth, getting the students' attention. EYL classes tend to be noisy by definition, so raising your voice or shouting has a poor chance of success. Instead, try using sound-making objects, toy musical instrument, whistles, rattles, bells, etc. Not only will you save your throat, but you will bring some fun to the classroom as well. Fifth, prize and rewards. When it comes to kids, however, feel free to praise them all the time for the smallest things they do or say properly. Thumbs up, Clapping hands and a hug smile on a teacher's face will definitely help the kids realize that they did a great job and made you please. Create a way of rewarding your students as well. 6. Drama and acting. Teaching EYL more than any other type of teaching requires acting skills. Make face, use body language and your voice. While presenting new vocabulary and ruling, it is possible to make kids repeat words even 10 times only by changing the tone of your voice. 7. Movement. Young learners have lots of energy that we adults sometimes lack. Therefore, make them move as much as you can. Think of games that involve running, race, coming to the blackboard. If you use song or charts, create movements to accompany them. Not only will it be a fan for the kids' energy, but it will also enable them to memorize the new vocabulary better. The third materials will presented by Tria Khaerunisa.
Aspect of classroom management. Aspects that need to be considered in classroom management are the nature of the class, the driving force of the class situation, selective action, and creativity. Next, communication. Communication is essential to have clear and consistent lines of communication with your administration, colleges, studying, and parents. Classroom design. Use the position of your desk, displays, storage, and equipment to create a warm and welcome room. Rules. Develop rules that foster respect, learning, and community in your classroom. Discipline. Classroom rules must have concrete consequence. Students will test the limitation of each teacher from the very first day of school. Schedule. Keep your class in order by staying on time and on task to classwork during class time, leaving plenty of room for in-class excitement. Organization. Stay organized inside and out. Keep your student files, assignment, lesson plans, and administrative paperwork in order. Instructional fatigue. Although you may not have flexibility over the content of your curriculum, teachers are able to convey information as they see it.
Okay. The next material is ways to make an effective classroom management in TL. 1. Making the democracy atmosphere through child-friendly. The development of a democratic atmosphere in classroom needs to be continuously sought, maintained, and developed by teachers. The importance of a democratic classroom atmosphere to enable learners to be responsible and be treated as human beings who can make a wise decision, in addition to being given the opportunity to bear the consequences of their own actions.
The second is building children's courage. Here are 6 ways to encourage your kids to become courageous and self-reliant. The first explain that brave people don't always feel brave inside. Number two, affirm your child, be very. The third, give your child permission to mess up. Nothing breeds timidity like a fear of failure. Encourage your child to try new things. Set a good example. And last, allow your child to make their own decisions.
Third, developing the relationship between teacher and students. Developing good relation of teachers and children need creative learning which aims to overcome the psychological barriers and thinking, to develop ability to think abstractly, to build interaction of the teacher with the pupil on the basis of reflection, educational and creative self-organization for the intellectual and creative development. Fourth, developing the relationship between students. Creating a conducive classroom climate for children's learning activities in kindergartens can also be created through the teacher's efforts in applying his leadership. In addition, teachers can also instill an attitude of intimacy, help friends, tolerate others' circumstances, control emotions, accept friends as they are by taking away hate, resentment, and hostility between one child and another. Thus, the creation of a good relationship between the child with each other inside and outside the class ultimately supports the smooth learning activities in the classroom.
Okay, so the conclusion is to arrive at the desired goal of learning English in primary school, there are several factors that need to be considered. These factors are theories of teaching language to young learners, in this case, elementary school students, classroom management and English atmosphere, and factor to consider in designing activities. That's all from us. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.